We do not know how to pray as we ought, teaches St. Paul in today's second reading from Romans. Sometimes when I experience great difficulty, suffering, and pain, I want to pray to God that God will remove that difficulty. When I suffer, I want to pray that God will remove the suffering and pain from me and give me instead an easier life that is free from pain and filled with excitement and enjoyment of this created world. However, I have learned that when I experience the joyful excitement in this created world that this world can offer, I easily and quickly can forget about God, and I'm less likely to pray because I mistakenly, on some level of my being, on some level of my conscious or unconscious, I think I no longer need God because I have been blessed. At other times, when I pray to God to release me from suffering and pain, and God does not take away the pain, I can sink into the depths of my heart, into my soul, and there become resentful, become quietly angry, as I feel, quoting Father Rollheiser, powerless and humiliated. While feelings of being humiliated and powerless are opportunities to grow in the spiritual life and be humble, they also, at times, when we, Rollheiser writes, are driven into the depths, the deeper parts of our souls, where not only angels but also demons lurk. During this time of the global pandemic of the coronavirus, many of us have been driven into the deeper parts of our soul as we feel powerless and humiliated when facing an invisible virus so small we can't see it, who has brought down even the most powerful to their knees, and sometimes to our deaths. Along with St. Paul, may we admit, that we do not know how to pray as we ought, and then open ourselves to the Holy Spirit who desires to pray with us by interceding through us with inexpressible groanings from the deepest parts of our beings that long for the full coming of a new heaven and a new earth, when all of creation will be renewed in Jesus Christ and perfected. In describing this time, St. Peter writes, "The heavens will be kindled and dissolved, and the elements will melt with fire." After this transformation of the old creation into the new creation, God will wipe away every tear from our eyes, and death shall be no more. Neither shall there be mourning, nor crying, nor pain any more, for the former things have passed away. Lord, as today's psalm says, you are good and forgiving and abounding in kindness. Hear our prayer, hear my prayer in this most sacred prayer of the Holy Mass. We're united to the Holy Spirit. We lift our hearts and voices in prayer to you. As a drop of water in a river is carried by the current downstream, may our united prayer be carried by the Holy Spirit, groaning within us, drawing us to you, our ultimate destiny and our ultimate purpose in this brief passing life. God bless.